Hello, and welcome back to our channel. If you're passionate about farming, raising chickens, or increasing productivity on your farm, you're in the right place. Our channel is dedicated to providing expert advice, innovative solutions, and practical tips to help you get the most out of your farming endeavors. Whether you're managing a small backyard flock or running a larger commercial poultry operation, we're here to guide you on your journey to success. Today, we'll be discussing top secrets to maximizing chicken egg yield. Egg production is one of the most important factors for poultry farmers, and increasing egg yield not only boosts profitability, but also helps to create a more sustainable operation. Understanding the biological, environmental, and management factors that affect egg production is key to achieving high and consistent yields. So if you're ready to maximize the potential of your chickens and optimize your egg production, let's dive into the secrets of success. Understanding egg production, the basics. Before jumping into specific strategies to increase egg yield, it's essential to understand the basic principles behind egg production. Chickens, like all animals, have a specific reproductive cycle that influences how many eggs they lay and the quality of those eggs. Understanding these biological processes will help you make better decisions for your flock. The reproductive cycle of hens. Hens typically start laying eggs when they reach 5 to 6 months of age, although this can vary depending on breed and environment. A hen's reproductive system involves the release of eggs from her ovaries, which then travel through the oviduct, where they are fertilized if mating occurs, covered with egg whites, and eventually shelled. Key stages in the reproductive cycle include ovary. The hen's ovaries contain a limited number of eggs, oocytes, that are gradually released during the hen's life. Hormonal regulation. Hormones such as estrogen and progesterone play a significant role in regulating the egg-laying process. Environmental factors like light exposure and temperature can influence these hormones, which in turn affects egg production. Eggshell formation. Calcium is essential for forming a strong eggshell, and it is deposited around the egg as it moves through the oviduct. A hen's diet must supply enough calcium to ensure proper shell quality. Understanding this cycle helps farmers know when their hens are most productive, allowing them to manage egg production more effectively. Optimal nutrition for high egg production. One of the most critical factors in maximizing egg yield is ensuring that your chickens are receiving a balanced, nutrient-rich diet. Without the right nutrients, hens will be unable to produce eggs consistently, and the quality of their eggs may suffer. Let's break down the key nutrients required for optimal egg production. Protein, the building block for eggs. Protein is essential for egg production. It provides the amino acids needed for the formation of egg whites, albumin, and is crucial for muscle and organ development. Hens require high-protein feed to meet their energy needs and ensure the formation of strong eggs. Layer feed formulated specifically for laying hens contains the appropriate amount of protein, typically 16 to 20%. If hens are not getting enough protein, it can lead to soft eggs, reduced egg size, or fewer eggs overall. Tip: offer a balanced protein intake from soybean meal, canola meal, or fish meal, and adjust the feed according to the hen's age and stage of egg production. Calcium, strong shells, and healthy egg formation. Calcium is one of the most important minerals for egg production. A hen requires a significant amount of calcium to form strong eggshells. Without enough calcium, hens will produce eggs with weak or thin shells, which are more likely to break and reduce yield. Ensure that hens have access to oyster shell grit, limestone, or calcium supplements to meet their calcium requirements. During periods of high egg production, hens may need additional calcium to maintain shell strength. Tip: free choice calcium should always be available to your hens. This allows them to regulate their intake as needed, ensuring strong and healthy eggshells. Vitamins and minerals for egg health. Along with protein and calcium, hens require a variety of vitamins and trace minerals for healthy egg production. Vitamin D, crucial for calcium absorption. Vitamin D helps hens use the calcium they consume to form strong eggshells. Vitamin A, essential for proper reproduction and immunity. It also helps maintain healthy skin and feathers. Phosphorus, Works alongside calcium to support bone health and reproductive function. Tip: make sure your hen's feed is enriched with the proper vitamins and minerals, or consider supplementing their diet to meet their needs. Controlling lighting to stimulate egg production. Lighting plays a vital role in regulating the reproductive cycle of hens. The amount of light exposure directly impacts the release of hormones that stimulate egg laying. By adjusting the lighting conditions, you can help maximize egg production year-round, especially during periods of low natural light. How light affects egg production. Longer days stimulate laying. Hens naturally lay more eggs during longer daylight hours, spring and summer. In these months, hens are exposed to around 14 to 16 hours of light, which promotes the hormonal changes necessary for egg laying. Shorter days and low light. During winter or in low-light environments, hens may slow down their egg production due to decreased light exposure. This is a natural response to shorter days. Tip: use artificial lighting to extend the day length during the winter months. You can introduce an 1 to 2 hours of light in the morning to maintain a consistent 14 to 16 hours of light per day. Gradually increase light exposure to avoid stressing the hens. The importance of light intensity and consistency. Intensity. The intensity of light matters. Bright light can encourage hens to lay, but exposure to extremely bright or fluctuating lighting can stress hens, reducing egg yield. Aim for moderate, steady lighting. Consistency. It's important to maintain consistent lighting patterns. Sudden changes in light exposure, whether in terms of timing or intensity, can cause stress and disrupt the laying cycle. Tip: use automatic light timers to control light exposure and provide a predictable environment for your hens. Proper housing for optimal egg-laying conditions. The environment in which your hens live has a major impact on their egg-laying performance. Proper housing ensures that the hens are comfortable and have all the resources they need for consistent egg production. Space and comfort. Space requirements. Overcrowding hens can cause stress and aggression, leading to decreased egg production. Ensure that your hens have enough space to move around, perch, and lay their eggs without competition. Nesting boxes. Provide clean, comfortable nesting boxes where hens can lay their eggs in peace. Typically, 1 nesting box per 3-5 hens is recommended. A comfortable nesting box encourages hens to lay their eggs consistently in the right place. Tip: keep nesting boxes clean and well-maintained. A cluttered or dirty box can discourage hens from laying eggs in the proper place. Ventilation and temperature control. Good ventilation. Proper airflow is essential for maintaining a comfortable temperature and preventing respiratory issues. Poor ventilation can lead to ammonia buildup, which may affect egg production and hen health. Temperature control. Hens are sensitive to temperature extremes. While they thrive in temperatures between 60 to 75 degrees, 15 to 24 conditions, very hot or cold conditions can reduce production. In hot climates, provide shade and cooling methods. In cold climates, ensure that the coop is insulated and draft-free. Tip: use fans, ventilation systems, or misting systems during hot weather to keep your hens comfortable. In winter, use heaters or insulated walls to maintain a stable, comfortable temperature. Health management for increased egg production. Healthy hens are more likely to produce eggs consistently. Managing the health of your flock is crucial to ensuring that they remain productive and free from diseases that can negatively impact egg production. Regular health checks and disease prevention. Vaccination. Vaccinating your hens against common diseases such as Marek's disease, Newcastle disease, and avian influenza is essential for protecting the health of your flock. Regular veterinary checkups help detect early signs of disease. Parasite control. Internal and external parasites can rob hens of essential nutrients, leading to poor egg production. Regular deworming and mite control measures should be part of your health management plan. Tip: Keep a record of your flock's health and vaccinations. This will help you monitor any changes in egg production and take swift action.
Managing the molt,
if a health
period.
issue arises.
Molt is a natural process where hens shed old feathers and grow new ones, which can cause a temporary dip in egg production. Molt typically occurs once a year, but its timing and impact can vary. Managing molt to maximize egg production. During molt, hens divert their energy towards feather regrowth rather than egg production. This means that, during this period, egg production typically drops. Dietary adjustments provide higher protein and mineral-rich feed during molt to support feather regrowth and reduce the length of the molt period. Lighting adjustments. Reduce light exposure gradually to encourage a natural molt, as abrupt changes in lighting can cause stress and extend the period of reduced egg production. Tip: allow hens to undergo natural molt if possible, but make sure they're well-nourished to help them regain their egg-laying abilities as quickly as possible. The importance of record keeping and data analysis. To optimize egg production on your farm, you need to be able to track progress, identify potential issues, and adjust your management practices accordingly. Record keeping and data analysis are essential tools for any successful poultry operation. What to track? Egg production. Keep track of the number of eggs laid per hen per week. This will help you identify any fluctuations in production and make adjustments accordingly. Health and performance. Track the health status, vaccination schedules, and any treatments or medications administered to your flock. Environmental conditions. Record changes in lighting, temperature, humidity, and other environmental factors that could affect egg production. Tip: use farm management software or a simple spreadsheet to keep track of all relevant data. Regularly review this information to spot patterns and make informed decisions. The importance of record keeping and data analysis. To optimize egg production on your farm, you need to keep a close eye on your flock's performance and make data-driven decisions. The ability to track production rates, health trends, and environmental conditions allows you to pinpoint any issues early on and adjust management practices accordingly. Record keeping and data analysis are essential tools for ensuring your hens are as productive as possible. What to track in your egg production system. Tracking various aspects of your operation allows you to identify patterns, detect inefficiencies, and enhance overall farm productivity. Here are some of the key metrics and data points to monitor. Egg production rates. Keep track of the number of eggs laid by each hen or your flock as a whole. This is the most direct indicator of egg laying success. Track the eggs per hen per week to monitor performance. Record drop-offs in production to identify potential issues such as disease, stress, or nutritional deficiencies. Health and mortality records. Maintaining detailed health records will help you quickly identify any trends in illness or mortality rates that might affect egg production. Record vaccination schedules, illnesses, or health treatments for each hen. Keep track of egg quality and any issues like cracked eggs or soft shells, which can be indicative of health problems. Feed consumption. Track how much feed each hen or your flock consumes. This helps you assess whether your hens are receiving enough nutrients to support egg production. Monitor feed conversion ratios, FCR, which show how much feed is required for the hen to produce eggs. A higher FCR indicates inefficiencies that could be affecting egg production. Environmental conditions, changes in temperature, light, humidity, and housing conditions can have significant impacts on egg production. By tracking these, you can correlate environmental factors with changes in your hens' laying patterns. Lighting. Track light, exposure, and any adjustments made. Keep records of how much natural light your hens receive and how long artificial light is provided during the day. Temperature and humidity. High temperatures and humidity can cause heat stress, leading to reduced egg production. Track environmental factors daily and monitor for spikes or dips that could negatively affect the flock. Why data analysis matters? The true power of record keeping lies in the analysis of the data. By regularly reviewing and analyzing the information you've gathered, you can identify trends and make informed decisions. Data analysis helps you identify patterns. If egg production dips during certain months, it could indicate seasonal changes or environmental factors affecting the flock. Similarly, health issues or nutrient deficiencies often emerge as recurring problems in certain flocks or periods. Detect early problems. If you notice a consistent drop in production or health-related issues, you can take corrective measures before they affect your entire flock. Fine-tune your management practices with a solid record of egg production, feed consumption, and environmental conditions. You can tweak your strategies, whether that's adjusting your flock flock's diet, changing lighting schedules, or modifying housing arrangements. Tip: invest in farm management software designed for poultry operations. These tools can automate much of the record keeping and analysis, making it easier to track and optimize performance. Fostering a healthy flock with disease prevention and biosecurity. Healthy hens are productive hens. Disease outbreaks and poor health conditions can drastically reduce egg production and harm the overall well-being of your flock. One of the best ways to maximize egg yield is by focusing on disease prevention and implementing strong biosecurity practices. By keeping your hens healthy and disease-free, you can avoid costly setbacks and ensure they maintain high egg production rates. Common diseases affecting egg production. Certain diseases can significantly affect egg production. Understanding these diseases and how to prevent them will help you maintain a healthy flock. Marek's disease, a viral disease that can cause tumors and paralysis in chickens. It can significantly impact egg production in infected hens. Vaccination is the most effective prevention method. Newcastle disease. This viral disease affects the respiratory, digestive, and nervous systems, leading to a dramatic drop in egg production and even death. It's highly contagious and requires strict biosecurity measures to prevent outbreaks. Avian influenza, A. Highly contagious viral infection that can cause sudden death in chickens and severely reduce egg production. Maintaining strict biosecurity and regular vaccinations is key to preventing this disease. Coccidiosis. This parasitic infection damages the intestinal lining, leading to malabsorption of nutrients and a drop in egg production. Coccidiosis in the feed can help prevent outbreaks, and proper sanitation is critical. Biosecurity measures to prevent disease. Biosecurity practices are essential for maintaining a healthy flock and preventing the introduction of diseases into your poultry system. Here's what you can do to safeguard your farm. Limit access to your flock. Restrict access to the chicken coop to essential personnel only. If new birds are introduced to the flock, quarantine them for at least 30 days to ensure they are free from diseases. Clean and disinfect regularly. Regularly disinfect all areas where chickens roam, including feeders, waterers, nesting boxes, and housing. Clean the coop thoroughly at least once a week. Wear protective gear if you interact with your flock or visitors. Make sure they wear clean boots, gloves, and protective clothing. This helps prevent the transfer of diseases. Control wild birds and vermin. Wild birds and rodents can carry diseases and parasites that can infect your hens. Keep the chicken coop sealed and set up rodent traps or bird nets to keep them out. Tip: install foot baths or disinfectant mats at the entrance to your chicken house. This simple step helps prevent contaminants from being carried into the coop. Vaccination programs. Vaccination is one of the most effective ways to protect your flock from common poultry diseases. Consult with a veterinarian to develop a vaccination schedule suited to your area and flock needs. Some key vaccines for laying hens include Marek's disease vaccine, administered to chicks at hatch to prevent Marek's disease. Newcastle disease vaccine, a vital vaccine to prevent the spread of Newcastle disease in your flock. Infectious bronchitis vaccine protects hens from respiratory issues that can reduce egg production. Tip: keep a record of all vaccinations, including dates and vaccine types. This helps you stay on top of your biosecurity program and ensures your flock is adequately protected. Managing the molt period and its impact on egg production. Molt is a natural process in which hens shed their feathers and regenerate new ones. While molt is an essential part of a hen's life cycle, it also temporarily halts or reduces egg production. Understanding how to manage the molt period and how it affects egg yield is vital for sustaining consistent egg production year-round. What happens during molt? During molt, hens' bodies direct their energy toward growing new feathers instead of laying eggs. This results in a temporary drop in egg production. While molts are natural and healthy, they can last anywhere from 4 weeks to several months, depending on the breed, environment, and management practices. Nutritional needs. Hens going through molt require higher levels of protein and minerals to support feather regrowth. Providing the right diet during molt can shorten the process and encourage quicker recovery. Resting hens during molt. Hens can sometimes become restless or exhibit behavior changes, so ensuring their comfort and reducing stress is essential. How to manage molt for maximum egg yield. While molt inevitably slows egg production, there are strategies to minimize the impact and encourage faster recovery. Dietary adjustments offer a high-protein feed during molt to help support feather regrowth. You may also want to provide supplemental calcium to support their bone structure and overall health. Lighting management. Reducing light exposure during molt can help hens recover naturally. However, in some cases, extended lighting might help offset the drop in egg production. Be cautious not to shock the hens with abrupt changes in light intensity. Provide adequate space. Ensure that hens have enough room to move around and rest during molt. Overcrowding can exacerbate stress and make the process take longer. Tip: if you're looking to avoid major drops in production during molt, consider allowing hens to naturally go through the process and manage their nutrition and environment carefully to encourage quicker recovery. Breeding and genetic selection for long-term egg production. In the long term, improving egg production is heavily dependent on the genetics of your flock. Selective breeding can help you enhance the reproductive performance of your hens and ensure that your flock produces eggs efficiently over several generations. What to look for in breeding hens. When selecting hens for breeding, consider the following traits to maximize egg production. High egg production. Select hens that have demonstrated consistent laying performance. Fertility. Choose hens that consistently produce fertile eggs that hatch successfully. Egg quality. Opt for hens that lay high-quality eggs with strong shells and good internal quality. For example, yolk, color, and albumin thickness. Boar and hen pairing for breeding. When it comes to breeding, the boar's genetic traits also influence the success of egg production. You should select mature and healthy roosters that have a strong libido and produce high-quality semen for fertilization. Tip: by breeding from your best layers and selecting for high fertility rates, you can gradually increase egg production in your flock over time, sustaining high egg production year-round. Maximizing chicken egg yield requires a combination of sound management practices, nutrition, environmental control, and genetics. With the right strategies, you can ensure that your flock lays eggs consistently, even during seasonal changes and natural disruptions like molt. By focusing on healthy hens, optimizing their living conditions, providing the right nutrition, and managing stress, you'll create a productive, sustainable operation that produces high-quality eggs year-round. Stay tuned for more tips and expert advice on poultry farming, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. We'd love to hear from you.
To help support feather regrowth. You may also want to provide supplemental calcium to support their bone structure and overall health. Lighting management. Reducing light exposure during molt can help hens recover naturally. However, in some cases, extended lighting might help offset the drop in egg production. Be cautious not to shock the hens with abrupt changes in light intensity. Provide adequate space. Ensure that hens have enough room to move around and rest during molt. Overcrowding can exacerbate stress and make the process take longer. Tip: if you're looking to avoid major drops in production during molt, consider allowing hens to naturally go through the process and manage their nutrition and environment carefully to encourage quicker recovery. Breeding and genetic selection for long-term egg production. In the long term, improving egg production is heavily dependent on the genetics of your flock. Selective breeding can help you enhance the reproductive performance of your hens and ensure that your flock produces eggs efficiently over several generations. What to look for in breeding hens. When selecting hens for breeding, consider the following traits to maximize egg production. High egg production. Select hens that have demonstrated consistent laying performance. Fertility. Choose hens that consistently produce fertile eggs that hatch successfully. Egg quality. Opt for hens that lay high-quality eggs with strong shells and good internal quality, e.g. yolk color and albumin thickness. Boar and hen pairing for breeding. When it comes to breeding, the boar's genetic traits also influence the success of egg production. You should select mature and healthy roosters that have a strong libido and produce high-quality semen for fertilization. Tip: by breeding from your best layers and selecting for high fertility rates, you can gradually increase egg production in your flock over time, sustaining high egg production year-round. Maximizing chicken egg yield requires a combination of sound management practices, nutrition, environmental control, and genetics. With the right strategies, you can ensure that your flock lays eggs consistently, even during seasonal changes and natural disruptions, like molt. By focusing on healthy hens, optimizing their living conditions, providing the right nutrition, and managing stress, you'll create a productive, sustainable operation that produces high-quality eggs year-round. Stay tuned for more tips and expert advice on poultry farming, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. We'd love to hear from you.